All right, Maddy, take her away.
All right. So I haven't done this before. So I was like, what do I talk about? And I feel like where I struggled when I first started was what people thought about me and what people were like thinking about me when I joined it. And for the first month, I had a close friend's Instagram story. And then in February, I was like, I probably should just post it for everybody. And then I barely posted in February. So, like, just don't care what people think, because that's like, and going to where you want to be in the business, and like with the month and every single month. Show up every single day, even if you don't want to. And like, I have to work on that. It's like, I feel like I'm not the only one, but like, I struggle with that. I don't go to the gym. As I say I'm gonna, but I don't. So we need to show up every day. Even like, I already said that part. But, and if you believe in yourself, things are going to like work out for you, because like not believing in yourself, you're not going to have that motivation and that like belief in yourself that you can do it, that you can rank up, that you qualify for Vegas, which a lot of everyone. When things don't work out the way you want it to, you do that with an almost changed my whole entire degree just because like, so believe in yourself, have that confidence, know that things will work out, whether it's today or the end of the month, 2 years from now, whenever it is, it's going to work out. And if you have a down, it's okay to have like down days, because we need days for just ourselves, with no social media, no contact with anybody else. But don't give up just because you have one bad day, just because somebody says no, because no isn't forever. It's just not right now. And yeah, I don't like, just don't give up and keep going no matter what, because things happen and that sucks. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of all of it. I guess I didn't have like that much, but just don't give up. Don't care what people say or think about you, because people are gonna talk shit every day. People talk shit about me all the time, and I'm like, give it to me. Like, talk shit, please. But just don't care, because like, I don't know, like those people aren't paying your bills. Those people aren't seeing what we see every day and having the conversations that we do with every single one of us, and helping people love their hair again. And being able to travel. People don't see that the way we do every day, and show them. I think that's all.
All right, so I've never done a motivational quote either. And I was trying to think of like the perfect thing that I could talk about, but I actually decided yesterday to talk about something that I really struggle with, and for me that's taking action. And it's something I struggle with not just in Money, but with my other business and in my personal life too. And I actually asked Jenna last month to kind of like check in with me, because like I needed that accountability and stuff. And I struggle with the follow through of things. And while I was preparing for this call, it got me thinking. And I want you to drop a one in the chat if you ever decided not to do something because you weren't ready. Yeah, same. And lately I've been really noticing that when I get too scared to do something, I think I'm not ready to do it. And I throw out, and I'm sure you guys all know, I throw out every excuse in the book of why I can't do it and why I don't want to do it. And I don't really think I do this on purpose. I think it's like a defense mechanism, but it kicks, like, I guess it, because it involves me like stepping out of my comfort zone and stepping into something that isn't like familiar with me. And I get in my head and tell myself that it just wasn't like the right time for me to do it, or it wasn't meant to happen for me in general. But like I said, I realized I'm not really like taking action because it would involve me stepping into a place that is unfamiliar. Um, so it brings up all these feelings of like, what if I fail? And instead, I give myself every excuse in the book of not to do that thing. Ironically, making it so I am kind of, it's like a sense of failing because I'm not doing it because I think I can't. Um, so if I'm not doing it, there's no way to succeed at it, I guess. And the last day of last month, I sat in my bed and Jenna and Rachel and I had a group chat and we were messaging, and I was sitting there and I was like having myself a big old pity party because I wasn't hitting my goals and I didn't even come close to hitting my goals. And then I was sitting there and I was realizing that I didn't even do anything last month. So why would I be close to hitting my goals? But I don't know why that was a shocker to me. And so anyway, I'm a list person. I have to I make all these lists with ideas that I want to do. And while I was having my pity party for one, good old Garrett turns to me and says, Leash, you have a list of all the stuff that you want to do with money and with our business, but it's just going to continue to be a list until you decide to actually take the time to do the things you say you want to do. And I was mad. I was really, really mad when he said that. And because he's right. And I didn't want to hear that. So right now, I have all the time in the world. I have no excuses to not be doing the things I do, especially in the situation that I'm in right now. Um, as a lot of you know, we moved to North Carolina, so we only have the one vehicle right now. So Garrett's working and I'm working on our business full time from home. So I really have no excuse not to be doing anything with money. But it's just the fear that's holding me back. So I woke up yesterday morning and for some reason I decided to get on Nella's call, even though the night before I decided that I didn't think money was the right path for me. And I was, like I said, having myself a pity party. But I decided I was going to get on Nella's call. And like always, because Nella's a badass, she lit a fire under my ass. And when I got off the call, I decided that I wasn't really going to wait any longer to do the things that I say I want to do. And I decided to stop throwing myself a pity party and just start. And I decided that I'm going to end 2021 off on a good note and not a bad note, and I'm going to get a head start on 2022. So while researching some things yesterday for this call, I saw a quote that said, if you wait, all that happens is that you get older. And I realized I need to stop giving myself all these excuses and stop waiting on the perfect time, because there is no perfect time to start. And there never will be a perfect time to start. And I've waited long enough, hoping these things would just fall into place, but they're not gonna unless you put the work to make them fall into place. So from now on, I'm telling myself, stop waiting to be ready and to just take action and do it now. And I actually wrote that on my whiteboard by my computer, and I just said, do it now. And I also saw a quote that said, great people do things before they are ready. And it's okay not to be ready. It's okay to take messy, imperfect action towards your goals, because the timing will never be just right. And like Maddy said, everyone's going to judge you anyway. Nobody's going to exactly love what you post, but somebody might. And and you're taking action to do it. So that's what matters. But if you keep waiting, nothing's ever going to happen. And that's kind of like what hit me in the face yesterday. So let's just agree to start. Start doing the things you tell yourself you want to do. Start messy, start scared. You're telling yourself you want to do these things for a reason. So take action and do them and watch everything unfold in front of you. And because that's what I'm going to try to do this month. And if you don't know where to start, I highly suggest doing a brain dump. I've done that a couple times with my business and with my other business and just in personal life too. Just sit down with a notebook. Sometimes I turn on some music and just think of all the things that you want to do and the goals that you want to achieve. Whether it's with your personal life or if it's with money or if it's with a different business that you have. Um, I just write down everything I think of, everything that I say I want to do, everything that I know I want to improve on, and then I kind of list which ones are the most important to me and choose what I want to start working on. and then create a plan of action, which this is the part I struggle with. So I'm creating a plan of action, putting it on my calendar, and I'm making it a priority in my life. And I also spoke it to Garrett. So Garrett knows exactly what I want to do. And so he can keep me accountable because he's one of the people that, I want to make proud the most. So he's one of the people that I need his feedback the most. And everything you do, your attitude will determine your altitude. And just remember, is it going to be one day or is it going to be day one? So that's basically all I have. All you, Rach.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I am the same way. I have a lot of things that I say I want to do, and then I'm like, oh, okay, no, like I come up with every excuse. And that's the same thing with me. Like when someone, like you said, like when you got mad, like Garrett like said that to you, like I was the same way, and I like still am to an extent, but like you get mad because you're like, oh my God, like how could he say that to me? But then you're like, in reality, like that's really like how you like truly are. So like that's like the first step in like realizing like, okay, like this is the shit I need to work on. And like it's not gonna, there's no more excuses. Like literally, like we cannot we can't do that to ourselves is the main thing, because there's been so much, especially in this business too, that I'm like, okay, like I wanted to do this by now and have this by now, and like I am not there, and it's because of my own excuses that have held me back. And it's like the same thing with the gym in the morning, like getting up on like at 7 a.m. and being like, okay, like, no, like tomorrow morning I'm getting up at 7 and I'm doing this. And then in the morning comes, you're like, I'm not doing that. And why? Because you're like, oh, my excuses was, oh, I'm not going to drive to the gym, or I'm not going to, it's stupid to like waste all this money on gas. Like obviously, like I'm making a substitution now and working out at home, but I didn't do that before. And the same thing. Yes, Jenna, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like I'm literally like putting that into my life now, because I have so many things that I want to do, and I can't keep holding myself back. We cannot tell ourselves that we're going to do things and then not do them, because you're only setting yourself up for disappointment. Like that's literally all you're giving yourself. So I was watching a motivational video this morning, and I don't know who said this, but this is what I'm going to start with. It says you can train yourself and you can condition yourself that this is my moment and this is my time. Like that hit me so hard, because it's so true. Like this is our fucking time. Like are we fucking directors or are we fucking not? Like director mindset, bitches. Like, let's fucking go. It is December. Everyone's going to be like, oh, new year, new me coming up. But why wait till January? Why is January the starting point of new everything? Like, yeah, obviously it's a new year, but why not start today? Like, why? There's what other excuses are you going to tell yourself? Like, oh, like, well, I have another month to do this, or like, no, just do it today. Start when you're not ready. Because that is the main thing. Nobody's ever ready. I wasn't ready for this fucking business when Alyssa's like, hey, I have the perfect thing for you. She's like, you literally fit it perfectly. Like like my personality and like whatever else. And I still wasn't ready. I was like, oh my God, I had all these doubts. I'm like, there's no way. Like, are you kidding me? And then like, here we are now. And I never would have taken that leap. Obviously, she's my best friend. So like if my best friend says, you know what I mean? But still, I didn't know anything when I first started, and obviously here we are. So knowledge is power, guys. We have we have a gift. Okay. And I know this has been said before, but we literally have a gift to give people. We have the knowledge on all things money, and we're not just trying to obviously like make income. Like, yes, we are, but we're seriously trying to help people. Like if you are in this business for yourself, then get out, because you can't, like, that's what Nella said yesterday. Oh, there's the fucking door. If you're in this business for yourself, there's the door, because you can't be all about yourself. Like we're here to truly help people. So if that's not what you want to do, then just go now. But we have to move with purpose and direction, because if you don't have like with your why, like not Nella, Lish said her why changes like month to month or every couple months or whatever. Like you have to reevaluate why you're doing what you're doing, what's not working for you, what is working for you, and like switch that literally on a daily basis, monthly basis, like quarterly, whatever it may be. Like you have to reevaluate yourself all the time, because if something's not working, like obviously, like if you're not hitting a rank that you want to hit, you have to see, okay, like what's not working? What do I need to change? What worked for me before that's working now, or whatever else. And you have to really discipline yourself, and like which is super fucking hard to discipline yourself. And that's the number one thing that I'm really working on, is discipline, because I have like no discipline whatsoever. Like I will just buy whatever I want, and I'll do whatever I want, not thinking of like, you know, what could happen or whatever. So but you really have to discipline yourself and do like literally down to the fucking minute, an hour of the day. Because if you don't, like, and I've done it time and time again, like I have a day off and I'm like, okay, I have all the stuff I want to get done, but then I end up not doing like any of it. And I forget who said this. There was this, they said this in a call, I don't know, a couple of days ago. And I don't know if this is exactly what they said, but it's, if you either have like a lot to do, or like you don't do it at all. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like because I don't plan, that my days are like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like I have so much to do, and then I don't plan anything, and my day is just completely shot. And I look, it's like 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't do anything. So that stops today, stopped yesterday. We are on a schedule. We are on a freaking plan, and we are hitting the freaking ranks, and we are going to where I want to go. And it's not even just the ranks. Like, I don't really care about like, I obviously care about the ranks, but I don't at the same time. I'm just here to help people and just build block by block. And that's literally all we have to do. It's not easy, but it's fucking worth it. Nothing in life that's worth having comes easy. And that's fucking true, because relationships, jobs, literally anything, like you have to work for it if you want to have something worth quality. There's another quote that I thought, or that I heard earlier today from Tony Robbins. It says, every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow. And that's so true, because how have you, like developed in your life without problems? Like you don't have, like, if you never had any problems, like how would you know, like, oh, like I'm the best person there is, and I'm like whatever. You're like, you don't know what you have to like work on to become a better person, to help other people. And that's something that really stuck out to me today, because that was really huge, because every problem is a gift. Like you have to think, and that's your like changing your whole mindset, is thinking that this isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. I believe that's how they say, like, this problem is happening, is happening for a reason. Like this is teaching me something, or you know, benefiting me in some way. And you just have to think of it that way when you're like struck with a problem or a roadblock or whatever. We only have 10 minutes here, but there we go. Sorry, I had to click it out of my screen. But the last thing I want to end with is look at how far you've come. Like seriously, I'm so proud of all of us, because there's so many things that have like happened this last year, 2 years in your entire life, that like you're still here. Like you didn't think you were going to make it, and you're fucking still here. Like, so give yourself a pat on the back, like high five yourself, like literally you're doing it. Okay. Like that's the main thing. Like there's been shit in my life, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Like I was literally bawling my eyes out every fucking day, and I just couldn't. I'm like, what is life right now? But we're here, we're fucking doing it. I'm leading my first call of the month that I haven't done in a long time, and I'm freaking proud of myself, and everybody else should be proud of yourselves too, because we are fucking doing it. Okay. Oh, what else did I want to end on here? Oh, my muscles. I want to touch on that, because that's the whole thing, like with stronger, and like that kind of goes with it. I just like made a little note on the side. So like the problems are like, my muscles are so sore right now, because this is my 3rd day in a row, like working out again. My muscles are so freaking sore. But if you take that analogy, like, and use it towards like your life, like your muscles are learning, okay, like she's working out my muscle, or she's working them out. Like this is like new to me. It feels kind of weird. So it's sore, it like hurts, not like a good feeling. Like it is, but it isn't. But that's how like your life is. Like you have like your muscles like learn that, and they're like, oh, okay, like if this is like gonna keep happening, like we gotta like do something about it. So like your muscles become stronger over time. And that's how you have to think about with your life. Like this problem is, okay, we have a problem. What are we going to do about it? You overcome the problem and you become stronger and you learn from that. So that is what you have to apply to every freaking situation. So we have like 7 minutes left. Do you guys want to add anything else? Think we're good on that? All right, perfect. So anyways, find a way to make it through the tough times. We're all still here, like I said, and I'm proud of all of us. We have really great things coming this month, this next year, and I'm so freaking excited. Like my energy is at an all-time high, which has been really difficult for me because I was really low. So here we are. We're back, bitches. Direct your mindset and let's freaking get it. Have a great rest of your Thursday, because it's Thursday today. And I will talk to you guys soon.